Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Lois, and welcome back to Forever Stranded Lost Souls. In the last episode, we managed to make the coke oven, which is going to provide us with coal coke, and, well, more importantly right now, the coal coke to progress farther. And yeah, what else did we do last time? We were messing around a little bit with Better with Mods. I've got some stuff set up so that we can hopefully get something activated again. And today we're gonna start working on some new things. So the big thing that we're gonna try to do is get access to thermal expansion. Just checking my Infernium plant. Been collecting that as often as I can. But we're going to try to get to thermal expansion, and we're also going to start making some steel, some specifically soul forged steel. So that is the plan. And what we're going to get started with today is we're going to make some more axles. So I kind of forgot, but I found that we have a ton of hemp ropes. So we're going to make, I don't know, 20-ish. Yeah, that looks... Let's do 4 more. 26, I guess, of these axles. And there's a lot of things we need to do with axles. But more importantly, we need to just kind of set things up. And I have no idea what I'm going to actually use this for. If we want to use this for a turntable, which we could, we're going to have to adjust some things. But... for now, what we're going to do is we're going to head outside and we're going to start hooking up some axles so that we can make soul urns. So that is kind of the next thing we need to really work towards. And then we'll figure out everything else after that. But pretty simple, we just need to spin axles this way. Not that one. And make sure that this guy is insert on that. Spin. There we go. We're going to get some blocks in here like so. I unfortunately have to do it this way just because of where I want everything to be and whatnot. It's gonna have to be a little bit messy. Oh man, I keep misplacing blocks, and unfortunately we get rocks back whenever we break cobblestone, so that is a little unfortunate. But what we can do is we can place that there, and then we just need to right click this guy. Actually, we can put a single thing like that, and right click until it spins. There we go. And then we can turn this on and off. And this is going to be where our filtered hopper is. So why do we want it there? Well, to put it quite simply, this is where it needs to be in order for us to get what we need. So we're going to be putting soul urns underneath this, just normal urns, which will then fill up with souls. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. It just hooks right on there. And then so long as we keep this running, it should not do anything bad. So I believe... let's go ahead and take all this ground netherrack downstairs. I'm going to drop off the rocks before we go. But this is going to get us soul urns. And I don't know if that is a quest in itself. Nope. Doesn't look like it. But can I just put 8 in there? No, we actually have to put it on top. I guess we could just stand here. And there is our first soul urn. So these things are pretty important. And I wonder, can we put a chest on top of there? we have any extra chests? We do. Can we put a chest on top of the filtered hopper and make it nice and easy to get things? So let's put that there. Let's grab... I think it's only 8 that we need. Let's see. Soul Forged Steel comes from soul urns, which is, yeah, 8. 8 ground netherrack gives us what we need, hopefully. And no, that does not work. So I'll have to come up with a better way to do this. And eventually we will get what we want, which is the solar. So good to know. We can go ahead and get one more if we want. Let's go ahead and do that. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be using the solar urns today. They are going to require things that we don't have set up yet, which is the Stoke Crucible. So we basically need, we have the Crucible, but we need to stoke it, and that is going to require the bellows, and the hibachi and all that kind of stuff set up. We could do that, but I don't know how I want to do that yet. So we're going to turn that off. All this stuff should be off. And I'm just going to make this look a little bit nicer by breaking those and putting cobblestone. Don't care about it. Alright, so with that taken care of, let's go ahead and drop these axles off. I'm going to probably work on more of that stuff later, but I just want to show off how we get the soul urns. And we're going to need those in order to get the soul forged steel. And the first thing we're going to make out of the soul forged steel is definitely the anvil. So we're going to need, what, 7 of those, and that's going to require a lot of soul urns. We get the urns back 75% of the time, so if we don't, we can always just make more with a stoked kiln and all that fun stuff. So I've got to set up a lot of the Better with Mod stuff, but honestly, it's going to be a lot easier if we can do a lot of that stuff in the overworld, where we can kind of have more room and not have to worry about baddies as much, but whatever. Anyways, all that stuff can go away. What we're going to work on now, and for the rest of the episode, is Resonator. We're going to make the Resonator from extra utilities. And this is going to require 2 blocks of redstone, some copper, resonating redstone, and the big guy here. So we're going to need... let's see, we're going to need 5 copper. We're going to need a resonating redstone crystal, which does require an ender shard. Which means we're going to have to use one of our ender pearls. Luckily, we do have a bunch of nebulous hearts. That's plenty of ender pearls. And we're going to need a glass cutter, so that's 3 iron. And then we're going to need, what, 4 redstone? Yeah, 4 redstone. Just get another block of redstone. I am going to need to get a lot more redstone in the coming days. Something I'm trying to decide what I want to do is we have these sieves and they have the meshes. I want to make one for each of the different types. It's just a question of, do I want to put them in here? Do I want to put them somewhere else? You know, where do I want to put this stuff? And I don't know yet. I do like our farm. Our farm up here is actually really nice and cozy. If we get more trees that we want to grow, we can always get more hopping bonsai plants. Which actually, let's take a real quick... let's go sapling. Is there any other saplings that we're going to, like, really want? I mean, obviously we could do all the food. I think a lot of this stuff we can't do too much with. A tree beacon? That's interesting. I think the big thing is going to be the slimy saplings. But that is about it. So I don't foresee us needing too many more things, unless we want the fruits and whatnot. But that's something we can kind of decide later. Anyways, let's go ahead and start crafting the resonator. So first things first, we're gonna need, how do you craft this thing? The glass cutter. Alright, cut the ender pearl into ender shards. One of these for redstone. I love this texture where it like leaves the pieces depending on how many. That's such a cool little feature. Coal coke and the copper, and that makes the resonator. So that is that quest done. We're gonna get a loot chest for that, and now we're gonna put the ender shards in here, and I guess we'll put the glass cutter in there. Alright, so we can place the resonator, and it doesn't really matter where we put this. So let's just put it in here, I guess. And that is going to allow us to make a bunch of different things. Ooh, we have access to mystical crops now. The drop of evil. Ooh, I know what that's about. So, drop of evil is going to be killing wither skeletons. Which doesn't sound like a fun idea, currently, I'll be honest. But it is something we can start thinking about doing. Can we increase our maximum health? Hey, we can. Takes 3 levels, but whatever. Okay. So, upgrade base, upgrade stuff. Before we can really get into anything else, we need power generation. And the question is, I thought that I had some stuff that was going to... I thought I had some machines. I guess I don't. That's okay. So we're going to probably need to generate power through fire mills. Fire mills are going to be the first way to get power. I also want to point out that we now can do things in thermal. We can get the machine frame, which... The machine frame requires just a block of iron and a resonator. Let's see if we can do that, or if we need some GP. We're probably going to need GP, if I had to guess. But it's not much. 0.23. That's pretty low. Okay. So first thing we need to do is make... well, we could make a manual mill, or we can make a fire mill. So let's take a look at both of these, because I have a feeling we're going to need to make the manual mill first. Yeah, so this operates when it's put on over a fire, and the more of these you make, the less power they're going to make. But in order to make them, we're going to need stone burnt, which requires polished stone and the resonator, which is just stone bricks. Nothing too difficult there. But do we have... Let's get a stack of stone cooking up. And that'll be experience as well, so win-win all over. And yeah, so we're going to have to make the manual mill. So that's going to require another resonating redstone crystal. So we're going to probably need a couple more of these. I've never, full disclosure, I've never actually used the manual mill before. So that is a thing that's going to have to be discovered here in a second. So we're going to make 2 resonating redstone crystals. And the manual mill requires a redstone gear. Is there an easier way? Metal press with redstone ingots. Alright. That's just 4 redstone torches. Let's get a bunch of redstone. And we're going to actually want 2 of these. And the redstone gears. There we go. And then we just need the polished stone. So we should have everything we need to at least get started. Alright, so there is 2 polished stone. All the way around. So there is the manual mill. Now that is a quest. We're going to detect that and get our loot chest. And then we're going to work towards the fire mill, because I don't want to do things manually. Let's go ahead and put this on top. And I guess if we put that in there, we can generate power. And we just hold right click on it and we'll generate power until we make the polished stone into stone burn. So there's one. And we'll have to do that again. Let's go ahead and actually make the machine frame as well, because why not? So there's 2 stone burnt. That was nice and easy. So that is a quest. We're going to put this away for just a moment. I don't expect us to do too much with thermal currently. Ooh, applied energistics. I don't know that we can do that in the Nether because of how things are made. We'll see. Anyways, we'll get a loot chest for that. And then it wants us to make, power storage and servos and item ducts and leadstone. I already have a bunch of that stuff. We'll end up making a lot of that stuff again. But let's work on the fire mill. So we're going to need some more stone burnt. And we just get a hold right click on this for just a little bit. So once we make the stone burnt, I don't think the fire mill is too much more. We're gonna need a nether brick fence, and I love that I can do this. It's still right clicking even though I'm looking at stuff. So nether brick fences, we can use nether bricks, or we can just go collect the actual fences. And then we can make a fire mill. Now the fire mill needs to be placed over fire. We're gonna have to figure out a place to put these. And I think we're just gonna probably put them maybe next to our coke oven. That might be nice and easy. Let's see if we have any nether brick fences. No. But we can go get one pretty easily. So let's get everything ready for the fire mill. So this goes on top, then that there. Let's go ahead and put that away and our stone away. Let's go ahead and open the loot chest. We have hay bales, which unfortunately I don't know that are all that useful. It's not that easy to make bread in this mod pack. Bunch of wood. Alright, we already have a ton of wood, so that's useless. And some melons. Okay, whatever. So I guess let's head to the... Let's actually see, do we have a little bit more experience? Can we get more heart container? We can, cool. We'll go ahead and do that for now. Oh, I put all of my wood in there and all of my sticks. Alright, let's head to the Nether Fortress. This is slightly dangerous, but I'm not too worried. We're not going to go far or do much here. We just need to head to the Nether Fortress itself. I wish I had a little bit better of an entrance to it, other than going around this outside path. I guess we could come from the top, but... And then what I want to do is, I want to just quickly grab a little bit of this stuff. And we're going to see if there is a wither skeleton. Nope. Okay. There's a compressed blaze. I don't really want to mess around with those. I don't see any wither skeletons. We'll worry about that stuff later. I'm not too confident about our combat currently. But we have 2 nether brick stairs. That should be enough for now. and just head back down. Cool. One of these days we do need to go search for a couple of things. Namely, we need to go find some slime islands, because that would be super duper useful to do. Anyways, with another brick fence we can make the fire mill, which is a quest. Detect Smith, claim, cool. Now the next tier is the dragon mill. That one generates a ton of GP, but we're not going to be able to make that for a very long time. So what we're going to do, let's head down here, and we're just going to put this kind of back in the corner, because it doesn't matter where it's at. And now it's generating 4 power. Cool. That's all we needed to do. Let's go ahead and harvest these guys as well. Cool. So with that, what we can start doing is we can start making more stuff with X utilities. And let's see, what else do we have in here? We can make demon ingots. Okay, this is actually something we can do. We could actually do it here as well. And I don't think it's super useful right now. There's also evil infused ingots. Then enchanted ingots, magical wood, chicken wings, crushers. We could probably make a crusher. Let's get rid of all this stuff. So what's it take to make a crusher? It takes 2 sticky pistons. Takes 2 pistons of any type. We have 2 sticky pistons. We have a machine frame, and it takes some iron. 6 iron. Crusher. There we go. And the crusher will make lots of things. Specifically, one of the good things that it can do is, I believe, we can crush ores for ore duplication and whatnot. We can also get soul sand from gravel. We can get gravel and soul sand from stone. There's probably some other really cool things that it can do. I honestly don't know. What is the redstone? Oh, it's just 6 redstone. That's a little silly. So yeah, there is things that it can do. Don't know how useful it actually is, but does what it says on the block. Yeah, it crushes. And then we can also make an enchanter. I guess we could start looking at these upgrades. And I'm just going to put the crusher in there because I have next to no use for it for right now. Actually, we can put it down below. Now this does use RF, I do believe. Or does it use grid power? Because if it uses grid power... Nope, it uses RF. It's probably a lot faster than these guys, and it can use grid power to be even faster. So there is the potential for that. So if we want the upgrades... upgrade base is just a weighted pressure plate, so literally just gold. We're going to want 3 of those. So we're going to want 6 gold made into weighted pressure plates, and then put in our resonator. And we don't have enough grid power with just 1 fire mill. So I'll have to make more of those. I will probably do that between episodes because honestly, it's not that bad. It's a pretty easy recipe. It's just that if we don't, I'll show you guys what happens. It runs out of power. We need at least 8 GP to make these. The stone burnt is also 8 GP, so we'll have to do the manual stuff for the time being. Not a big deal, but 1 more fire mill would be enough to make that better. So the upgrade bases, if we want speed, stack, and mining, is just going to require some gold redstone, and a diamond. Okay. So we need what, like 4 gold? I have 5 gold actually. Yes. A diamond and a block of redstone. So first things first, we'll make a gold pick. But before we do all that, let's make sure that this... Yep, okay. It saw those. So there is the mining upgrade, stack upgrade, and speed upgrade. All of which are pretty important and useful in their own ways. Mining obviously mines cobblestone, pumps water. The stack upgrades basically increases the number of items pulled to be a stack, and the more you put in, max upgrades, that's weird. The more you put in, the more stacks it is, and then speed upgrades make it go faster. There is a power penalty, so you have to have more power. What I'm going to do between episodes is there is a lot of space over here, so there's what? We're going to do 4 of the fire mills on each side. I think that'll be good enough. And then I need to get all this creosote oil out of there, so we're going to need some sort of tank. Whoop, not a trank, a tank. Trank's not even a word. We need some sort of tank. And I'm not entirely sure what sort we'll actually end up using. Let's see if there's anything with like fluid. I know there's the portable tanks. Yeah, there's a portable tank. That requires ironwood though. Ooh. Which requires live root. And that is not something we can easily get. Advanced tank, those are Steve Cart's things. Certus quartz tanks might be the easiest. So crushed quartz, we can get quartz ore, quartz ingots. Ugh, that's nasty. Quartz grindstone might be the best way to do that, but actually that's not bad. So we might do that. We'll have to make the quartz grindstone to get nether quartz dust to get tanks. I'm not entirely sure yet how we're going to manage that, but it is a thing that we need to worry about. Let's go ahead and put these in here. Alright, so anything else we want to make at this point? Let's go ahead and do that. So that unlocked nothing else. So there is a lot of other things here. Chicken wings are cool, but we need a golden lasso with chickens in it, and I don't have any chickens, so can't do that. What was the other thing? Magical wood. Magical wood is a thing we can do. It needs bookshelves. Books are a little bit of a pain. Ooh, stairs. Interesting. Books are a little bit of a pain currently, so gonna hold off on that. So let's just go ahead and open these loot boxes. And nori crystals, that's kind of nice. Some chests, that's not so nice. And water buckets. Oh, hey. Never mind. The water just kind of disappears. That is so strange. These chests, by the way, we can go ahead and upgrade pretty easily. So let's go ahead and do that. Easy enough. And the nori crystals, they can go in there, I guess. I don't know where I'm keeping the bowls. Are they in here? We have mushroom stew. They're in here, aren't they? Alright, let's actually take these out. and put them in here. They're wooden items. Also, these can go in. All this stuff can go in here. Okay. So, yeah. I think what we're going to do is go ahead and call the episode here. We need a lot of different things to get going. One of the next things to do is to make blast bricks. That is not going to be fun just because blast bricks are fairly expensive. They require nether bricks, and unless we want to use like nether sludge, which isn't awful, we can get potash pretty easily from plank siding and a stoked cauldron, and then use this to make the nether bricks. Or we could either pulverize or there's a couple things we could do to get nether bricks. Probably the easiest would be to use the Gallagher's. These are not that hard to make to crush nether brick rather. But that's something we'll have to decide. Anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a couple more fire mills, 7 more in fact, and kind of plan out a little bit more better with mod stuff. And I think next time what we're going to try to start working towards is the kiln, getting the sulfur steel, and honestly, I'm not entirely sure from there. So we'll kind of figure things out and decide what we want to do. We have a lot of work to do, all in all, but we're getting there. We made some good progress today. So what do we have out here? It's a pigment. Okay. So we just need more experience and more stuff and more things, always. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!